Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Tinker77. We are back on Sky Factory 3, and if you recall from last time, we had just made a grassy area and we have the ability to get other animals, and I haven't seen some of these, but it looks like we have some sheep and some cows and a little rooster. So yeah, this is looking great. We're doing a great job here. If you're liking this video series, please leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments. That'd be fantastic. Soon we'll be doing also a full craft series will be added once 1.5 full craft is added. So we will have 3 series going: Sky Factory 3, Full Craft, and Tinker World. Okay, so let's get back into this, see what's going on here. Well, the achievement book has some things we need to do. And one of them right here I want to do first is make obsidian with a stone barrel. And I believe what you do is you have a stone barrel, which we're going to have to make first. You have lava in it, and then you have water flow over it, and it makes obsidian. Okay, so stone barrel, that's pretty easy. I know we have to have some stone slabs, so let me do that real quick here. Okay, and I believe you just do this: 3 of these and a slab, and you get a stone barrel. Okay, so I'm going to put the stone barrel right here, right in the center of this area, and then we're going to have to make it like a little bit of a, I guess you would call it a container for the water, so that it can go over the area we want. So let me grab some of these planks here. So if we are here, the water will be on top of that flowing. Okay, so we're going to make it flow this way. Okay, let me make a way to get up here. So it's going to go... Nope, that's not right. We want it to be right here is the water. So we're going to have to put something right here so it doesn't come out the back. Okay. Like that. So now we just got to put water up there when we're ready to do this. So we need a bucket here. Do we have any buckets? Let's look for some buckets, and we'll see what we can do. Here's one bucket. I think we need another one here. So let's go put that in here. It's unfired, of course, so we'll throw it in a furnace here and fire it up. There we go. That'll work. Wrong one. So while we're getting that, let's get some lava here. Okay. Now the lava you put into the, whatchamacallit here, the barrel. Okay, so that's filled up. And then once we take this other one, this other bucket, I believe, grab some water from here, or you can take it from the infinite water source that I made. Okay, and we're going to do this now. Here we go. Okay, there it is. And we have obsidian. That's excellent. Now let me make sure I can pick it up. And there we've made obsidian. Excellent. Let's check that off in the book. Okay. What a great job we've done so far. That was pretty easy. Now for the next thing. I'm down on the ledge that we created, and the next thing I want to work on is making a Tinker's Construct Smeltery for processing ore. Now, I want to put this kind of close to the center area, so I need to build this out a little bit. This is a little scary. I always hate doing high work, but we got to do it. So we'll do this out a little bit. And let's see here. Just like that. We're going to make this area kind of big so we can get the smeltery. I'm trying to think about that. Let me get this all designed, and I'll be back. Okay, we've got a nice area where we can make our smeltery. So let's go get the materials up here. If you recall from the last episode, I created everything that I thought I would need to make a Tinker Smeltery, which I put in one of the chests up here. So let's go grab it all. We have our controller. That's not the controller. Where is the controller? Then we have the tank, which holds the lava. Then we have the drains and the faucets. We have the casting basin, the casting table, and all the bricks. Okay. And what we can also use, and I guess I have another one of these here, is we'll need lava to put in there. So let's grab a bucket of lava. Now I like to take it out of my hotbar so I don't do anything wrong, because I have to have a tendency to make things get burned. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this up. Now, usually, the Tinker Smeltery has to have a 9x9 area that, sorry, 9x9, 3x3 or a 9 block area. So let's set this up first. Now that's where the smeltery is. Now above that, we need to have, let me put something down here real quick. We need to have the rest of the materials. Now what I like to do is I like to have the drains here first. Okay, so we're going to put a drain, and then I like to have the controller in the middle so that I can see it. So let's do that real quick. That was not the controller. I don't have a pick. Great. Might have to go make another one of these. Oh well, I'll put the controller here. We'll fix that later. Okay, so there is the controller and the drains. Now let's put the faucets on the drains. There we go. Okay, now against this block, I usually will put the seared tank. That way I have a way of putting lava together. Let's put the lava in it real quick. Okay, so now we have fuel. Okay, now underneath these drains, I usually put the tables and the casting basins. So we'll put that there, put that there. And all that's left then is just to make the, go around the edges here. So we can go here and here. Okay, I'm gonna put the wood blocks in the corners just so I can make it easier for me to go through here. Like that. Don't want to fall. Okay, and I think we're just about ready. The controller isn't lighting up. I'm not sure why. We have everything I think we need, but these are probably in the way, which is what's causing it. Let's get rid of this and this and this. Okay, so nothing's there. And I really need to get rid of this, so forgive me. I don't have a pick. My fault. Takes a little time. I really should make a pick. Okay. And there we have this. You can see the controller's on. It's lit up. That's excellent. So now if we put any ores in there, we can get double the amount of materials, which is excellent. Okay, let me go see if I can find any ores, and we'll try it out. Up here, you can see that I don't have a lot. You need 4 pieces, so we can make some copper. Let's go do that. I really only need 8. If you take 4 of these and you put them in a pattern like that, you make 2 ore pieces. Now normally, if you put this in the furnace, it would then make 1 copper ingot. But if you put it in a smeltery, it should make 2. The Tinker Smeltery will double your ore production. Okay, so let's go put this in and see what happens here. Okay, so we go over to here, we say, hey, I've got these 2 pieces. And you can see this starts to smelt them up. This is shows you what's currently in your smeltery, and this is the fuel that you have. So if you can see, it's going up there, it's starting to get them melted. And if you're able to go in here, you can look. That's kind of like they do a zoomed-in view of that, but of these objects in the smeltery. But here we go. Let's see how many it does here. It tells you kind of like in ingots and bars. So we have 4 ingots worth. Now the interesting thing is we don't have any way of making this thing yet. If we had more copper, we could then make a full block. You would need 9 ingots worth. Now this here is where we can do casts of ingots and things like that, but we don't have any casts yet. We really could use aluminum brass or some other form to make the casts, which you've seen in my other videos, and we'll probably end up doing that at some point. But we do have a Tinker Smeltery. That is excellent. So let's go back out to our achievement book here. Make one. Okay. Now it says upgrade an existing Tinker's tool with a metal part. Well, that might be doable. I have no casts, though, that I can work with. I have those axes that I made. They're broken, and they could use a metal part, but I still have to make a cast. So let me see about trying to figure out what I need to do that, and we'll be right back. Because I don't have a lot of the ores, I'm going to make some gravel using the old hammer method, and then after I do that, I'm going to go and use that on the sieves, and we will see what happens. So there we go. We'll just do this real quick. I got a bunch of this. Let's just get rid of this right now with the hammer and make some more. I just want to make sure that I get enough, that we get some decent amount of ores so that we can get what we need to make some of the ingots and things like that. That's very useful to have if you can get it all done, and that's something we need to do pretty quick here. I got a couple more here. Got another hammer ready. Let's see if this hammer will finish this up. There we go. So now we have lots of gravel. We have lots of things in here that we can go through. Let's go see if we can sift this and see what happens. Looking for lots of the ore pieces, so. Okay, so we got some ores there. Already got some iron. Excellent. The nice thing about that is if I do this really quick, instead of using the smeltery, okay, I'm going to put this ore chunk over in the furnace. And that way, what will happen is, let me get that too. We need that. We'll have like an ingot to make a cast from. Does that make sense? So we go through all this gravel and see what kind of ores we get, because we need a lot of ores. Okay, and after I get done with this, we'll go back down and we'll start to make some casts. Down at the smeltery, I added some aluminum to this where I already had the copper, and it made some of the copper into aluminum brass. Okay, so now I'm going to click on that aluminum brass, and you can see it flip the order. This is what will come out first through the drain. Okay, now remember I made this iron ingot. What I'm going to do is take that iron ingot, I'm going to put it in place right here. Okay, now the interesting thing is now when I drain over it, it will make a cast of an ingot. Okay, and the iron got used up, and that's fine. But now that I have that, I can make any of these ores that I have in here, and I can make ingots out of them. So if you look here, it says I have 1 ingot's worth of molten aluminum brass. Well, let's go throw that in. And you can see it's there, it cools down, and there we have it. So now I have the way to make ores and get that all done. So I'm going to try to do this some more with some aluminum. I also have some iron that I can make the ores with. Let's get some of this ores together so we can have some metal to do some awesome things with, okay? Converting what I could, I was able to make 4 iron ingots and an iron block, which is great. Some aluminum brass and some nuggets and some other pieces of nuggets that were left over. So you see here I have 2 casts. I have the ingot cast and the nugget cast. Now, something that's very useful is storing these casts, because you'll make other casts for the pieces for your weaponry and things. So what we're going to do in here, we're going to go look for a cast. This is a pattern chest. This can store patterns or casts. So we're going to make that here. Okay, so it takes wood and a blank pattern. We have blank patterns, so why is it not pulling that in? I don't know, but we'll just do it ourselves. Okay, and a blank pattern. And there we go. Okay, so now we have it. Great. So this, I'm going to keep this down by the Tinker Smeltery. What this is, like I said, it's a storage chest just for that specific purpose. So if I go down here, we'll put it right over here. And what you do is you just add your casts in here. And that way you can make all the casts we need, and we can store them here for later usage. And you can see there's a lot of these. And these are all from the Tinker Smeltery, for the Tinker's Construct. So what I want to do now is, if you look in the achievement book, which I'll bring back down here, it says upgrade an existing Tinker's tool with a metal part. Okay, well, let's go look at what we have. Now, I said I had some broken axes, and I wonder if there's a way to repair them or to replace the part to upgrade it. I don't know if it counts if it's already destroyed. See, I've got this broken thing. Okay, it's completely broken. So let's see if we can do this. Let's take the iron, and let's go see over here. We need to make, I don't have all the tool stuff here. Is it up in here? I'm trying to look for the tool stations and things. Okay, there we go. And these are the pieces that we use. I can get rid of some of this stuff. I don't need it. Okay, let's go back down. Let's see what we can do here. I'm curious. I'm going to do this on the fly. Hope you don't mind. We're going to see what we can do. I'm going to set up this little tool area first. So let's see here. We have these 3 things. Okay, so let's just put them down. Okay, so we have to make what we want to make out of this. Now, I think we have to do it with a cast. And that's what I'm wondering. So if we make a part first out of a material, let's make the tool head. We're going to make this out of like iron or something. And we need to have some material. I don't have a lot on me. Let's see if can we do that with stone? No. Can we do it with wood? Okay, we got that there. Okay, so that's a wooden axe head. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put in here a couple bars of the aluminum brass, because we're going to make a cast from this. And I'm going to take this and put it here. Okay? So that's what we're going to do there. I'm also going to put in some iron, because I want to make things out of the iron. So I'm going to get that cooking. So here, this is almost done. When this gets done, we'll make a cast out of it. So there we go. Boom, boom. And now we make a cast of the axe head. Now, like I said, it consumes the item, which is fine. Now, the iron, we're going to wait on that for a few seconds here. Once the iron gets done, we'll pour it into there, and then hopefully we can take it to our broken axe, and it will repair it, because it's right here. I don't know if that helps to repair it or upgrade it. Maybe we have to make one. I'm not sure. We'll figure this out. But that's the general idea here. Is it almost done? Come on. Wasting my time. Wish it was faster. Okay. We want iron. Okay, and we'll do that real quick and see it's making what we need. And there it is, a liquid molten iron going into a iron axe head. So there we go, an iron axe head. That's pretty cool. Now, I don't know if we can repair. Let's see if we can put this in here. Here's this. And let's do that. And look, it's now an iron hatchet. It still says broken, but we did upgrade it, technically. So I'm going to call that a win, even though it's still broken. So we upgraded an existing tool. How's that for cool? Let's see if we can get this fixed up, though. It's got a lot of other things here. We should need to make parts for these. And let's make it all out of iron really quick. This shouldn't take us too long. So, because we already got everything in there. So we'll do that. And then I don't need another one. We need to have that there. Okay, the tool rod. Okay, so let's do that over here. Let's make the cast really quick. Okay, we're going to put that down. Aluminum brass. We're going to set that to aluminum brass first. We have one more ingot left. And let's... yeah, we're good to go there. Set it up here. I don't need this cast anymore. We'll put it in the cast chest. Nice, we're storing things up. Okay, now all we have left is iron in here. Yep, a lot of stuff coming in on my phone because I'm a professional and didn't turn it on to vibrate. Okay, let's get this thing going here. Let's make this part. Okay, meanwhile, I know we're going to need at least another ingot worth. Okay, there's our iron part. Now we're going to make, nope, we don't want that one. We're going to make a binding. Okay. So let's get that ready. The aluminum brass is almost done. We don't need this cast anymore because we finished that up. Aluminum brass is in. Okay, we'll do that and we'll start it up. And there it is. It'll consume it. Okay, and then we have our iron. Let's pour the iron in. So we have all the iron pieces for this. So it should be all new. Okay, so let's go back over to here. And we have our iron axe, which is still considered to be broken, as you can see. But we're going to put that in there. It still says broken. And let's put this one on it. It still says broken. I'm not sure why it's broken and what we can do to fix it. Probably nothing once it gets to the broken point. But that's okay. We have just shown that we can upgrade it. So, hey, I don't know if it'll work on anything. Let's see. Let's put a block down and see what it does. Let's put some wood down here. Yeah, it's broken. Okay, well, anyway, you've seen how we can do this stuff now and what this cash chest is worth, so that's pretty cool. Let's, moving on. The last thing I want to do for this episode today is I want to do something with the meshes. Now, it says here to enchant a mesh, and I don't have a way to enchant yet, but our mesh here, if you recall, was just made out of string, and that's not very useful. Well, we can make an iron one. Okay, so if we make an iron mesh, you can see this right here. It's got iron and string, and I believe I have enough on me to do 2 of these. And the reason why I want to do that is because when you use it, it gives you actually a better chance of getting some resources that you need. Okay, so we're going to go over here. I'm not sure, can I take that out? Probably not, so let's just take this out like this. And we're going to put those back. That way we have, like I said, we have, let me get rid of that there, 2 iron meshes in here. Excellent. Okay, so we'll put that one there. It's nice how it's dark. Okay, but like I said, this will then, if we put various materials through here, it gives us a higher chance of getting some of the more rarer items. Now these meshes go, and they have different levels of mesh. Okay, you can see there's string, and there's flint, then there's iron, and then there's diamond. And of course you can make them enchanted, which is one of the requirements we have for our achievement book. But I haven't done that yet. And I haven't seen any diamonds to make this. If this one takes 4 diamonds and some string, which we got plenty of string, but you can see we have, that'll be something coming up. But at least we have a better chance of getting stuff now with these. So I'm going to keep on doing some work here off camera, working on getting some more gravel, getting some more ores. Maybe I can make all of these iron mesh. That way we have a lot of that, okay? So that's about all I have time for today. I know it was kind of quick and a little bit more abbreviated, but with my new work schedule, it's kind of hard to get content out. So bear with me as I'm trying to adjust this schedule. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you have any comments, put them in the comments section. And if you'd like to be notified of videos I produce, please subscribe to this channel. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.